The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's gonna be a good one next on EA Sports.
"20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. After this, the games count for real. Good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, back in the day, it was 6 preseason games, then 4, now 3. So here we are. This one, the last tune-up before the regular season gets going.
Yeah, and I know it's easy to start looking ahead to the regular season, and of course there's an excitement that comes when the games get real, but for so many players on these rosters, this is where careers and opportunities are made. I know from talking to these coaches, they're coming in. This game matters. It's how they build their roster. It's how they make the last couple difficult decisions, because once these teams get cut down for the start of the regular season, the real games get going, and they want to make sure they have the right guys in that locker room come week 1.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Cowboys coming out. As usual, it's Dak Prescott leading the way. Led the NFL in touchdown passes, Greg, a season ago. Already his 9th year at the helm for the Cowboys.
Judging by our conversations with the coaches, Mike, I think it's a pretty safe bet. We won't be seeing a lot of this guy. I think what they're trying to do is just get him under center, knock off some of the rust of the offseason, and get him a couple live reps before he starts in week 1. At the end of the day, you just can't replicate this style of live action in practice. So whether you're an established...
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Khalil Mack, 3-time All-Pro, in there to bag another one.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Pass completed right side to Ferguson.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky because on one hand, you want to protect your starters. You want to make sure you go into week 1 of the regular season as healthy and as prepared as possible. But for a lot of the guys on this roster, especially these backup quarterbacks, this is a great opportunity not only to prove your worth in the NFL, but these are a lot of valuable opportunities and reps that don't necessarily come once the regular season gets kicked off.
A big play to kick off this drive. 35 yards.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
Here's 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Offense.
That's on the former first-rounder, Rashawn Slater. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's to the rookie from Georgia. It's Ladd McConkey. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. 21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down.
Hey, Kaplan.
Herbert to throw. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. A 19-yard pickup there. That's enough for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now it's Dobbins, and he'll get this inside the 10, but not much further than that. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. That's Palmer, the man in motion.
Let's go. Hey, go Lion.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll run here with Edwards. He slams it in there, and he is in. Gus Edwards has a touchdown. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the visitors will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line.
Automatic first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Kill.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah! Here we go!
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off.
And he's in. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Dallas.
But I think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. The Cowboys will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return, this is Jalen Reagor. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense ready for their 2nd possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll run to begin this drive. It's Edwards. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. 2nd and a yard. Shotgun now for Herbert. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. They're going to motion their tight end, Hurst. He'll try and run for the 1st down with Edwards. And he'll convert, picking up the 1st down at the 46-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Johnston motioning over.
Go.
Herbert now on 1st down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. But fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Throwing now is Herbert. He connects with Disley. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. On 4th down, here comes J.K. Scott to punt. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah!
A run. Edwards-Helaire. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. They face 2nd down and 7.
Yeah!
Now Prescott. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb, and it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go.
Prescott. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Play action now. It's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Ladd McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Baylor Tigers! Baylor Tigers! Let's go, let's go.
Now Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. Now a screen set up for Edwards. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive.
Oh, big hole left side. And he will score. Joshua Palmer for the score. Kicker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the visitors will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. 1 quarter in the books. 14-7 is our score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. First and 10.
Here we go.
A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll run with Dowdle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Finding space at the 40. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on third down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the first down.
In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Now going to get a stoppage, injured player. Oh, it's C.D. Lamb who is shaken up. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think?
Here's Prescott. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least certain.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Yeah! Here we go! What do you think?
Dak facing 3rd and long. Now they'll set up the screen for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10.
Hey, go lion.
Here's the rookie from Troy, Kamani Vidal. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They run once more with Edwards. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Herbert now on first down. There is his tight end, Disley. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
From the gun on third down, Herbert. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Dicker's kick is good. And the visitors will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready for this next possession. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I take.
Prescott now. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Yeah.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head. And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
They'll throw again. Dak. Taking off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Cooks going in motion. On third down, Prescott. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
So we've reached halftime here in the final week of the preseason. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. This, the final game on the preseason schedule for these two teams. After this comes final cut down, and then we get started for real. The countdown is on for the NFL kickoff game on the Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, this is the final dress rehearsal. Still a chance for someone to make a big play that cements his spot on the roster. And to bring it your way, let's get it right back out
Third
to
quarter
Mike
set
Tirico.
to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returnable for Rager. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 1st down, Herbert. And this will be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Deron Bland, good coverage, and he gets his hands on that one.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
The Cowboys offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. 2nd down and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. This one downfield, complete to Cooks. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Yeah!
Again, Prescott to the air. This pass right side taken in by Cooks. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
The open man is Tolbert. And the Cowboys are going to be set up. 1st and goal coming up. They'll mark them down at the 6-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal. It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The defense has got it. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense, the quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
So now this team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Johnston motioning over. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. Again, it's Edwards. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 3rd down and 9. On play action now. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once more. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Dowdle, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Catch is made. That's Mingo. 11 yards on the pass there. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Throwing is Prescott. And that is incomplete. Derwin James there defensively to break that one up.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good.
Personal
and the
foul.
Cowboys
Roughing the kicker.
cut the deficit down to 1. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott. This one is pulled in on the feet in bounds. Yes! Jalen Tolbert. Touchdown, Cowboys.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression in the end zone and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returnable for Rager. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. This team's offense ready to get back to work. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Shotgun now for Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Dowdle. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
To throw is Dak. Quick throw, taken in. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
A short throw caught by Ferguson. It's a gain of 19 in the air. 1st down, Cowboys.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 23-yard line.
Okay, ready? Set up.
Throwing is Rush. Inside the 10, it is caught.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Here's Rush. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The man in motion here is Chark. Throwing is Heineke. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
Now Heineke. That is caught by Chark. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this 4th quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, set. 19 check.
Here's Heineke. He finds Jalen Reagor. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll throw with Heineke. Pass brought in by Chark. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up first and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being first and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
Throwing, Heineke. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The Cowboys offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To throw is Rush. And he's going to be taken down back at the 2-yard line.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Edwards-Helaire. So, fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
First down and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Throwing right, it's taken in. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down. Heineke going for it all. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down. To throw is Heineke. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. And the crowd a major factor now as we get to third down. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Rager. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. Result is a first down.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Crowd noise rises. Big play here. 3rd and 1. He'll drop to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
They'll look to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute.
Just a tremendous finish to what's been a tremendous game, Mike. I mean, not only did they get that late touchdown here in the final stages, but here with time winding down, they're an extra point away from taking the lead and likely coming away with a big victory.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So, it's a win for our visitors. Finish off the preseason unbeaten and they are ready for the regular season, which will kick off in 2 weeks' time. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see you September 5th in Kansas City. The Chiefs and the Ravens in the season opener. Can't wait. Till then, enjoy the rest of your evening.